I've gotten some questions about my Patreon slash consulting slash coaching. So I just wanted to answer some of those questions and make sure you understand what you're getting into if you decide to sign up here. So before I get to that specifically, I just want to make clear I do lots of free content. If you're brand new to me, if you're brand new to learning about me, my worldview, my beliefs on the past, the present, and the future, you should watch my free content. I've put out dozens of hours and soon to be hundreds of hours of free content, podcasts, videos, YouTubes, both me as the host and me as the guest, all across YouTube, all across Twitter slash X. You can check all that out on my pages. Hopefully, there's a lot there for you to learn. However, a lot of people, after watching me and having me in their head for 5, 10, or 50 hours, want to talk to me one on one. Perhaps they have questions. Perhaps they want to hear more of my thoughts on Bitcoin. Perhaps they have questions about bonds or stocks or real estate, especially since I'm a real estate investor, not bonds or stocks anymore. But perhaps they want to hear my thoughts on that. Perhaps they want advice on them growing their platform on Twitter, YouTube, or perhaps they are having a Bitcoin business. I have a lot of those people that are starting up their own Bitcoin businesses, and we just want to talk shop and think about what they're doing in the future. Others are doing education platforms or their own Bitcoin education thing. So whatever the case for you, whether you're building a business or you're just trying to figure out how to buy and custody Bitcoin on your own, if you're trying to hear my honest thoughts about certain um, companies or whatever behind closed doors, I'm happy to talk about all that. But I just make perfectly clear, nothing I say in coaching or consulting calls is different than what I say in public. It's just you get access to my time. And that is really what you're buying. You're not buying any unique insight. You're not buying any market advantage, as if I had one. You're not doing any of that. You're simply buying my time. We could talk about whatever you want. I've done a bunch of calls already. Sometimes we just talk about their life. We just talk about theology, philosophy, building habits, whatever. Other times it's strictly financial, like Bitcoin and everything else I said before. Other times it's personal reputation, brand, and growing something that they want to in the future. So whatever it is, I'm happy to talk with you about it. But I will say that my price will go up over time because obviously most of my content is geared strictly to Bitcoin. And so that is going to increase over time here as my demand there goes up. So you can contribute $9 a month if you just want to say thanks. You don't get anything explicitly in return. However, I may give out some perks in the future. You never know. And then the price will go up over time. So the difference between one round of consulting versus another round, you get the same, or at least I would hope the same quality of time for me, same amount of time. It's the same everything. It's just a matter of I only have so much time, and I'll add more time as I can afford it more in the future. But it will be for a higher price. So, for example, I had a few of these at $59 a month a couple months ago. Those are sold out, so those spots are already filled. The $79 one sold out a couple days ago, and then I added 7 more slots at the $99 a month tier here, and it looks like the 2 of those have been claimed, so there are 5 remaining. Now, one of the reasons I did this on Patreon here is so that I could add these tiers in the future, so that as my time becomes more valuable, as there's more and more demand, then I could raise my price up. But I also wanted people that were supporting me earlier on to get that benefit. So, if you were one of my first supporters, $60, I want to make sure that you were locked in at that amount for as long as I possibly can, as a thank you to you for supporting me early on. So if you don't get one of the limited seats at a certain price point, there will be opportunity in the future. However, it's probably going to be for a higher price point. Or if someone from a lower price point decides that, hey, I wanted 1 call with Luke and now I had it and they drop out, or maybe they wanted 6 calls and they dropped out, whatever the case, there probably will be slots to open up down below. So if you don't want to go for the higher price, maybe you could check in. There might be a lower one down in the future. You never know. But one way to, I just wanted to explain that they're all the same. They're all the same. You get 1 hour with me every month. We could talk about whatever you want, and hopefully it's a value to you. If you just want to stick around for 1 or 2 months, no problem. Sometimes that's what people need. Other times people want to meet once a month. So then that works out for you as well. So obviously, if you don't like it after 1 month, you can just cancel the next month, whatever, no problem at all. And so if you want to learn more about how to schedule that with me, just once you join up, you'll get instructions on how to do that. So hopefully that makes sense to you. And hopefully you buying a little bit of my time feels like it brings value to you in your own personal life. And likewise, I really enjoy these conversations. It's really fun to meet people that are supportive of my work and that want to hear and discuss and debate oftentimes worldviews. So if you want to check it out, link in the description, Patreon/Luke Broyles. You can find it there. And hope that you join up. It would be nice to meet you digitally, and then hopefully eventually at some point in real life. So thanks, link in the description. Thanks for your consideration.